Right. Hello. So I'm back from some Easter. Well, not back completely. It's my last day off during Easter. Oh, during Easter, and so we're actually going to work more on the Sandpack stuff. And I'm pretty pumped because we got some feedback that people really want to use the simplicity of Sandpack and its editor with our VMs. So we're gonna dive straight into that tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I've been coding a little bit during my spare time with the family app, and I got this, I guess, out of the blue motivation to fix the design of it. And that's what I've been doing. And we're basically just gonna iterate a little bit on this. So I'm using something called Catalyst from Tailwind. I actually bought Tailwind a while back. I got access to a bunch of components and stuff, and then they built this Catalyst thing, which is pretty nice. But as you can see, it still has a lot of the old stuff. So I decided to change the calendar. First of all, I removed the dinners because we're not using them. And I've been thinking about, like, it would be fun to, like, actually build some more on this, because I thought about this dinner concept where it doesn't really make sense to use AI to add new to-dos, because you just want to add this description basically, and sometimes you want to add a date, and you do that much more quickly by just writing it, right? The whole thing is like writing a description. So we're not going to use AI for that, but what could be interesting is using AI for this dinners concept, where you basically plan the next week, and then as part of that planning, the AI will come up with, because that's the thing, like creating a dinner is a lot of work. Like just creating like the concept, the data of a dinner is a lot of work, which an AI can do much better for you. And you could even like take a picture of your fridge, and then it would actually build up a week worth of dinners. And you can like adjust the complexity of it, and like how many is in the family, what you do with the kids. Like there's so much complexity to a dinner. And then planning dinners for a whole week is like, even that's like complex. So yeah, I think AI would be fun to use as a dinner concept. But anyways, the way I changed the calendar is that it doesn't really make, like, it was kind of cool, the sliding thing. But the only thing that really matters is what's happening today, and then what's happening the next days of this week. And you don't care about the previous stuff. And you don't care about days where nothing is happening. So here we're gonna, this is just dummy data. So we're actually gonna implement the proper data handling for this. So let's see if we can do that first. And then we're just going to dive into each of these and make them look the same. Also, now we have this like proper thing up here where you can actually have like settings to upload your avatar and stuff. So yeah, maybe. And I thought about many times to make this like something you would pay for, sign up and pay for. But there's so much management around that, and just implementation wise. So, and then you feel kind of this pressure of like, making that monetization happening. And then there's just so much stuff. So I'm just going to make it like, I'm going to buy a domain and make it open source and like let anyone use it. Because it already has the logic for actually like putting family members together and everything. So, but yeah, that's future stuff. Let's start with this thing called current week calendar. And what we need here is a lot of this stuff. So I'm just going to copy some of this. We're probably going to delete a lot of stuff here, but let's see here now. So we have the to-dos, week to-dos. So the way I think about this is that we really have this array of days this week. And what we want to do is just populate each day with to-dos. That's really all we want to do. We're not going to have this dinner thing. So these are week to-dos this week. And we also need the events. So let's bring those up here as well. Let's see. Week to-dos. Oh, and then we have... Oh yeah, this takes weekday. Yeah, so instead of like... Okay, cool. Well, we don't need to filter week to-dos. How are we gonna do this? I think I wanna... Okay, this is interesting. So first of all, we're gonna... Not this weekday, but this week. This week. And then we have current week date. And we don't care about... what's... Didn't I have that up here? Current week date. Oh. I thought I had get current week ID. Get first date of current week. Yeah, I think that's the thing I'm using. By week. So those are events, and then so filter to-dos with date this week is within week. I think this will work. And then what I think we're gonna do is actually just have this weekdays is array dot from. Is it from? Oh, so that's index. Well, I guess we can say a weekday index. Weekday, current week date. No, this was weird stuff. I don't want you to do this. So what I want to do, I want to map into an array that has the actual events, or we have week to-dos this week. So we want to, yeah, so what I can do now, I can say, oh my God, I'm dizzy. Oh, I think I drank too much coffee. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna filter out. I'm just gonna write this here first, and then we're gonna say to-do.date. What did this use? It used like is within week. Is get weekday index. Yeah, okay. Yeah, equals weekday index. Okay, so these are all the actual events for this weekday. And then we have then we need to concat any assignments that day. This also needs to be a Boolean. What's interesting though is that we don't really care about week to-dos, query, events. Like we really only care about the ID. There we go. Sorry. We can't do that here because we actually need to check if it's and then we want to map that to do to the to-do.id. And then we want to return week to-dos, week. Oh, this weekday. Yeah. So that's also wrong. Oh, yeah. This weekday. So we don't actually want to do that here. So that's week to-dos this week. And then week to-dos this week. We're basically gonna do filter this weekday. And then we need to map those. Yeah, but the thing now is, now we have like the actual we have the ID, but how do we now get the assignments? Because week to do. Oh. So the thing I'm wondering about now is this can't really work, can it? Well, I guess it can. So we don't need current week. So now we have just a bunch of IDs. So I'm gonna change this into get week to do IDs. Function get week to do IDs. Yeah, and then we're gonna do actually index there. Oops. Then we're gonna return. Oh, what did I do? Oh, array from, but this would be weekday index. There we go. I'm exposing a little bit of yeah, whatever. I think this is fine. Like we could put, yeah, no, let's say get week to do IDs. Let's put the whole thing in there. Get week to do IDs. Okay, so now we have the actual weekdays. And what we want to check now is what is the current weekday index? Current weekday index. Let's get weekday index. Get weekday index. Yeah. So we don't care about anything beyond the current weekday index. So we're gonna say, we're gonna get all of them, but then we're gonna slice current weekday index. So now we're just getting the days that are from now until the end of the week. And then we're going to start iterating this. So weekdays, to-dos. And then what we're going to do is, well, we're going to move this whole thing for sure. So let's see. So if no to-dos dot length, then we're just going to return null. We're not going to show anything. But if it has a length, oh, we're not going to do this slice. We're actually going to iterate all of them, but we're just going to say if index is less than current weekday index, we're going to return null. Or there's no length, we're going to return null. And if this is not the case, we're actually going to return, yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to return an li of text where the text is the current day. And I think we can get that by weekdays. What is weekdays? Oh, that's the actual, let's see. So we have something, we have the actual weekdays here. Where did I put them? Oh, just weekdays. Oops. Let's rename this to weekdays to do IDs. Weekdays index. So that's going to give us the actual day, and then we're going to have weekday. Oh. Weekday. Oh, sorry. Okay. And this is weekday current. Okay, so we're going to change that thing as well. But now we should be able to show the actual day. And then we have the weekday, which is not going to be, that's going to be the old thing. Do I still have that? Yeah, let's just completely rewrite. Oops. Let's completely rewrite this one. Oh, return. So this is going to give us the to-do ID. And I guess we want a weekday index as well. I think so. And then we're going to use, well, we don't need a key here. We actually need the key. Key here will be, oh, interesting. So this is actually going to be, I guess we can do this. Key is going to be to do ID, and then we're going to have to do ID here instead. Oops. Okay, so it's going to give us the weekdays, and then we're going to have, I'm not sure if we need a, I guess, can I give this a key? No. I'm not sure about the fragment here. React will tell us. Okay, so this is going to be the weekday. We have the weekday index, and we have the to-do ID. So we can now go in and we can grab the data we need. Let's just get family scrum here again. Let's query week to do. That will be to do ID. So this will be value or, well, value. So we might not have a week to do here. So we're going to check Yeah. So I think as long as we don't have no to do, we're just going to return null for now. We could have like a, it's kind of cool. I really like the new design of this thing, and it could actually be a really cool app. Yeah. But anyways, here we could kind of show like a tiny, what do they call it? Like a placeholder thing, but let's not do that for now. And then we have the to do, and what we're gonna do here is, yeah, we're gonna check, we have the description, and then we're gonna get the avatar. But to get the avatar, we also need to list all the users. So we're gonna say users would be week to do. If we have a week to do, we have the keys. I guess we can do just do this. So user IDs, and then we're going to just map over the user IDs. Map user ID and something like that. And then user ID. Oh, but we also need, yeah, these are the user IDs. And then we have to know if any of them, sorry, we can't do object keys like this. We have to, I guess we have to reduce on this. No, we can filter. So we're going to filter this by looking at which of them has an assignment for this weekday index. So the only thing we really need to do is, oh my God, the only thing I'm getting from Twitch is spam. Yeah. So we're going to look at, okay, so we're going to do activity by user ID. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this instead. And then we're going to look at activity. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. And we're going to do a Boolean around that. So these are the user IDs that's like actually has an assignment this weekday. And then we're going to map over those. We're going to use user ID to grab the avatar. And we should be good to go. And then we can remove a lot of stuff here. Weekday assignment. What the hell? Oops. Dinner DTO. Calendar. Do I have? Yeah, cool. I guess we can put these together. I think that's it. And I guess now we won't actually see anything. Oh, why didn't anything happen? Oh, did I actually save? Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. So this was, yeah. So what is interesting about this is that I kind of want to change this text based on, yeah. So this one's a little bit tricky because now I'm figuring out assignments and everything from within each of these. But I guess like we have weekdays to do IDs. Okay, but I can use that. So we can check has to-dos today would be weekdays to do IDs, current day index length, like that. So, oh yeah, and that's also a thing. I wanna show today's, okay, so has to-dos today. We're gonna show something, or we're gonna show this text. So if you have to-dos today, we're gonna okay, so we're gonna today's to-dos, weekdays to-do IDs. How are we gonna do this? Okay, so we're not gonna say if it's when I iterate them, if it's less or equal to current weekday index, we're just gonna return null. So now we have today's to-dos. Today's to-dos has today's to we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna iterate them, and we're gonna, oh yeah, we're gonna do a UL, and then we're gonna iterate them. So this will be, yeah, and I think we're just gonna do this, today's to-dos length, go through today's to-dos, and then weekday index is current weekday index. Cool. So now we should kind of show, if I had something today, that would show here. So you kind of have that strong relationship of this is today, and then you'll kind of have anything else happening during the week. So I think we're gonna of course test this, but currently we don't really have a way to test it. But we can fix that. But anyways, so now we kind of have the logic in place. So now we can move on to the next thing. Yeah, this, I think this is pretty nice. And here we can put to do show like a placeholder thingy. By the way, I fixed a couple of bugs in Mobx Lite as well. It wasn't, the read-only proxy wasn't working the way it should. It kind of created like a lot of like overhead proxies, and also when the read-only proxy is a proxy around the Mobx proxy, which also is like not ideal. So I did a really cool trick. So I made the read-only proxy be the only proxy that's actually returned, but then it actually has a reference to the internal Mobx proxy. So like tracking and everything still works, but it doesn't actually show a read-only proxy wrapping a Mobx proxy. The read-only proxy is a proxy to the Mobx proxy, which is kind of cool. Show like placeholder thingy. Okay, what were we doing? Okay, so add new to do. So we can go in and take a look at that one. Let's see. I guess that's edit to do. Yeah, I'm calling it page. So we're gonna change this, of course. First of all, we're not gonna do this thing. Yeah, we're not gonna actually have any of this. Maybe we can just remove the whole thing. Does it need it? Oh my god, there's a lot of elements here. That didn't work. Okay, I guess we need that div. Oh, look at this, beautiful. So we're gonna remove that whole top bar thing. You know what we're gonna do? I think we're actually gonna, yeah, but I still kind of want to have this stuff. Okay, let's do it step by step. So we don't need, you know what? I'm gonna comment out this thing. We're gonna just build it up again. Let's see. Return. So what we want here is, first of all, we're actually gonna go straight into the text area. because we're gonna have the save button like down here somewhere, because that's how it kind of looks here. So do we have text area? Yeah, so I guess it's gonna look something like that. Do they have like with label? I do not think we need like a disabled validation errors. Control component. Yeah, no, I think we can just take this thing. Not sure about the field there. Oops. Components, and components. Look at that thing. And I think we can set like autofocus on it, because that's where you want to start. So yeah, I'm a little bit unsure if we actually need these like things here. By the way, that thing at the top, maybe we can make that a little bit. Isn't that in here? Yeah, I call it layout. Is there like a size or something? Class name, text, LG. Yeah, it should be a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have a description, and I guess we need to actually put in a value. Do we have the submit? Let's say text area. These two, rows 3. I guess I can do that. Yay. I don't like this though. What's causing that? That looks like shit. That white dot there. I wonder what's causing it. You know what? I want to do a no resize on this. No. Is this how you do it? No. It's like part of the style, is it? No. Let's see. Let's use GPT 4.1. Please prevent resizing of this text area. Oh, resize none. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, this looks better. Hello. Oh yeah, this is just host reloading. Okay, cool. And then how does it actually look? Yeah, I had like these toggles for like setting a date and stuff, but I think that's like, the problem with that is that you have to tap twice, right? It's better to just, well, the thing is, there has to be a toggle for like there has to be some visual indication that you actually have a date active or not. But maybe that could be, I wonder how people do that. Is there like a input? Do they have like a date thing? No. Select. No. Do they have, oh, don't they have? I thought they had input. I thought I saw something. Home. Order settings. Oh, I thought I had a calendar thing, but isn't that just type date? Why don't they have an example of that? number, text, date. Yeah. Okay, let's just add this first and then we'll see what happens. Date. Date. Yeah, so it's kind of like it doesn't really have your website. This kind of looks like shit though. Don't they have... And that's one thing I don't like about this, is that this demo, like, it's very nice, but it doesn't have... Like, where's the code for this? Field set. I guess that's what I want. Field group. Oh, I just need a field group around it, I guess. Field group. No, that looks like shit. Field set, field. Oh, I need a field set as well, I guess. How does it look now? Oh, didn't I? It still looks like shit. What did they do here? Field group, field, 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 field. But they do have a form around it. Do I need a form around it? There's just, oh, I put the field inside the field, of course. There we go. Okay, so description, date, I guess we can do this. And then you might set like a date. But there's no like, oh, you have clear. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's date. And does it have like a time thing as well? Oh. Oh, sorry. Field. Time. 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 Look at that. It actually does. Okay. You can also clear this one. No, you can't clear this one. That's the thing that bothers me. It's like, well, maybe you can. Okay, whatever. Yeah, and this is another thing, because I kind of want to show you which page you're on, right? That might have been nice to have like up here somewhere. I'm not sure how to do that, because we kind of have this layout thing. And this is where it's used, and then we have the routes down here, so we don't really have the routes. So I would have to change it. Can I just do that? Can I like put it in here? So we have like routes and then layout is like inside here. Is that possible? No, it's not a route component. Yeah, and we also need like a back button. How are we gonna do that? Like, I'm no UI designer. I'm actually pretty horrible. Look at that. They have this little back thing. That's kind of nice. Is that all we need? Another thing is that we don't really know. Like you might edit a to-do, so then the back button is different. Oh, morning, Adam. Did you have a holiday? Yeah, happy Easter. Let's see. And I think we're just going to list the to-dos here, but or the checklist items, I mean. But I'm thinking about like the back button here. Like, should it be, maybe we should just have 2 buttons at the top. Or wait, maybe we should have cancel or something. Because it's more like an app. So, no, because we kind of need a back button. Because there are other sections, like the groceries list, for example. We need to go back. So there needs to be a consistent way of like navigating back. But yeah, we have the same here. We were at the family cabin, like in my partner's parents have a cabin an hour away, which is really beautiful place. But it's like every time we're there, it's kind of like a test. Currently, we're not like coming home with more energy. Because even though we have like these amazing unique moments over there, like the bad parts of having kids is equally intense, and it's been like insanely exhausting, but like not this time, it was actually really good. So even though we didn't really come home feeling energized, it wasn't that bad. So they're growing up. That's nice. But I'm like, me personally, I get exhausted by being with people. Like, I felt like I told my partner when we came home, I felt like I've been out drinking with a couple of buddies all weekend. That's how I felt coming home. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be with anyone. It's just being that like on top of each other from several days. I can't deal with it. Or like it's nice, but I have to have that space when I come home. But that's the same people are there. Let's see how we're gonna do this back thing. I guess we can just try adding a link there. See what happens. Edit to do. So how did the demo thing look like? Because this was more. Yeah, I think we can try just having a link there. Back. I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, so I think, yeah, no, we need this to be the actual link from React Router. Wait, where's link? And then we need text, I think. What are you complaining about? Oh yeah, text. It's kind of annoying how text is some kind of global thing. Back. And then I guess we should have like a arrow icon here. Chevron left icon. Whoa, that's a big icon. H for to, can this be like -1? No. How do you go link back? Interesting. I don't know how to do this stuff. Let's make it a button or something, plain button. There we go. Oh, interesting. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of weird. How are we gonna do this? I guess we can make like family scrum an actual link as well. Because you typically want to go back. Well, not always. Like you might edit a to-do while you're planning to-dos, and then you want to go back to your to-dos. Yeah, but I guess this is the right way to do it. It's just that the button has this... It looks weird. I don't know. How should this look like? I don't know. But I guess it's like... Yeah. Oh, because I clicked one? Oh, how did I get... Oh, yeah, and then... Okay. Back to events. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but can you override that? Class name. PL0. Oh, you can't. Yeah, but then it looks weird, right? Because it's a button. Maybe it shouldn't be a button. No. Oh, look at this. They don't actually have a back button when you... That's interesting. Okay, I guess we can just make the whole thing just a div. I don't like it. And then on click, it would have to be like... We're gonna make this its own kind of thing, but flex. Oh, don't do the P thing. Can I put an icon inside text? Yeah, I guess I can. All right. Doesn't feel quite right though. Oh. Yeah, but I guess it's kind of correct. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works. Yeah, and then the icon makes it look a little bit weird because the icon is like centered. Yeah, it should be the previous route, which it is now. But I think we're just gonna keep this for now, at least. And then it's the checklist. So sometimes you have a cross top right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I wish I had some intuition on this, but what's going to be weird is like when you actually go to groceries. Let's open groceries. No, this is dashboard. Oh. So when we go to groceries, how did I do this? Yeah, I just put a link around it. This will be groceries. So when we go to groceries, like this should be at the top, right? I feel like the back button should rather be part of the top here. But I guess I can like change out the routing so that the layout is actually part of the router, because there is like a React router layout type of thing. And then yeah, and then we can just we can have a generic back button whenever whenever the route is not like the dashboard. We just add that back button. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, how did that work? React router. Docs. Declarative mode, routing. Yeah. So let's try to do that. Let's flip out how we actually show the layout. So so I guess what we want to do is like, do we put like route and then element layout? But we can't do that because then, or can we do that? Maybe we can do that. Oh, but that's interesting, right? Because now, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Because this needs children, right? How does this work? Off layout. But it requires, oh, so it doesn't actually support typing. Oh, that's insane. Why do they have this? Oh, sorry. It doesn't take children. It takes this special outlet thing. Sorry. So it doesn't take children. Oh, look at all this stuff we can remove. Drop down the divider. So here we have this outlet. right? Yeah, that works. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the router here. Navigate, use navigate. And we're also going to have, what's the thingy for just knowing the current route? Navigating URL values. So you have use params. I don't want to use location. I guess that's the thing I want. Use location. Let's look at location. I guess we can use path name. So if path name is slash, we're not going to show the back button. So you just say const show back button equals location. Oh, look at you understanding what I want. And then the question is like, how do we show it? Maybe we should replace family sperm with back. I'm going to try that first. Let's see. Show back button. I'm just going to do try a plain button again. Oh, this is also really annoying because I think it depends. What the hell? I think it depends on headless, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're going to try this. And then what was the thing? Chevron left icon. Oh, still a bit weird. Let's at least remove the groceries thing. Groceries. Did I have a back button here? Oh, sorry, this was edit to do, sorry. Let's remove this. Oh, let's make it a thing. On click, navigate, -1. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But it's better. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a button. So of course you're like a it's so funny. Like my definition of you, Adam, is like you are using Windows Microsoft. It's Microsoft, Android, and classes. It's like, or you're like Mac OS, iOS, and functional. That's funny. Exactly. The yin and the yang. It's what causes. That is why the universe even works. It's the like the most fundamental balance of the universe. That's funny. Okay, and then we have back there. Okay, this is great. We're gonna roll with that for now, and then let's go to the shopping list. Groceries. So Oh yeah, so this is the old page layout. Where is this coming from, by the way? Common page layout. Well, I don't have to delete it now, but we can at least remove it from here. Oh wait, we weren't done with the edit to do, were we? We're gonna have, excuse me. We're gonna have the checklist items here. So let's add another, yeah, I wonder what that's gonna be called. Checklist, or how we're gonna deal with this one. So this is not like an input. This is just like, do we have any? There's a checkbox here, right? Where was the, so email, text, oh no. Oh, checkbox, there's a checkbox. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but this is not like, and then description. This is interesting. I think we can call it a checkbox group, and then, oh, but that's like a checkbox group. Can that be inside a field group? I guess it shouldn't be. Maybe that should be like, maybe we just have to build this. Let's just do that. So we have a checkbox. It would be kind of nice though that they kind of fit together. Let's just checkbox group. Let's try it. Should be possible, right? Oh, let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. What if I remove the descriptions? Because I don't want descriptions on it. Does it then just nicely tuck together? And it does. And if I click these, that's nice. Okay, but now what happens if I put like, oh, where was the legend? Was it like, it was part of the field set. So it's kind of, what would happen if I put a legend here? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Yeah, that looked weird. Yeah, but let's just try creating a checkbox group within a field. So we have field, label, checklist, and then let's shove that thing in there. Yeah, that's fine. But the first one is going to be the new one. So that's going to be disabled. And the other one is going to be the actual added ones. Do we have like an example of that? I guess in settings or something. I don't like this. I have to think. So this wouldn't be a label. This would actually be an input type text. Oh, interesting. I get, do we have to put it inside the label? No, this isn't good. I guess this shouldn't like be an actual group thing. Let's just put it into, like, I don't know when to use the actual elements and when I need to break out. Item center. Disabled. Value. Checked. False. And then there's no name on this. Class name MR4 or something. Maybe too much. Yeah, and I guess we don't need that label there. Yeah, and it also needs to have a button. Add. Let's rather do MX. Well, they do align up nicely though. And then we can put like a placeholder thing. New item. I remember back in the day, we didn't actually have placeholder. That was nice. Those were the days. But still, it's like very tucked up into the thingy. So I guess this should also have... How does this work? Yeah, this is like, this just works. Like this is such a different... It's a span. What's the MT on this one? Before... Does it have like an MT? Where's the M? Interesting. Yeah, so now I'm like breaking out of the structure. I don't like it. Whatever. Let's just put some MY on it. Something like that. And then we have like new item there. That's nice. And then that's going to be added underneath. Okay, let's hook it up to some state. So we have description, value is state.date on change. I guess it's the same kind of thing as this. No idea. Event. This will be date. Oh, interesting. So the value here has to be... Does it have to be a string? Oh, interesting. Date. What do we do? To string. And then new date. Like that. '21st. That didn't work. That's weird. Am I doing something wrong? Probably am. Could you make this work with the date object? Oh. How do you know all this stuff? I thought you were. I didn't think of you as like a UI person, Adam. Cool. Make this input work with times state. Format is look at me putting the time in here. Nice. And then we have the checklist. And I think that's also can be undefined. Yep, it can be. So when we click this thing on click, oh yeah, we need a new. Don't I have that new checklist item title? Oh, input value new on change. Can you please just write this for me? Set target value. Cool. And when I click this thing, we're gonna do set. Yes, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just our conversations has typically been like more backend stuff. But have you implemented like the project we've been playing with, like replacing the observers and stuff? Have you built the UI for the whole thing? And this would be well, we're not gonna what happened? Checkbox field. Ugh. Label. Okay, this is not helping. Like that. No, what did I do? Oh. So we're not gonna have. This is actually going to be disabled as well. Checked false. What did I do? There you go. But designing is not always easy. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same. Like there's something about like, and that's what's so fascinating about, for example, when Apple does these big redesigns and stuff, like why I'm looking at like my CarPlay using iOS and I'm like, why does it look so much better? That's the thing that like bends my brain. It's like you say, I know when something looks good and feels great, but sometimes I'm like, I have absolutely no idea why the thing I'm looking at is so nice. Test. Boop. Look at us. That's nice. Yeah, and then we need the actual save button. So this is also a thing I'm not quite sure about. I guess it should just be at the bottom. And looking at this thing here, it's like, yeah, reset and save changes. Oh, they have this nice divider. We should have a divider. Dividers are awesome. Can I do that? So if I have like a divider, a soft divider. Oh, look at that. Soft divider. And then we have soft divider at the very end, where I guess we want to have our yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember I saw a presentation on this. It's just having like very constrained, like it's not about what's there, it's about what's not there, right? The actual spacing of things. That's what creates good design. Okay, cool. So now we have that thing. So let's try adding this reset save changes thing. I guess we can just like shove a div around this. We can do like a class name, flex, justify end or something. Let's try button plain. I'm not sure if we actually need a reset here, but whatever. Oh, well, what are you complaining about? Let's see. Oh, look at us right aligning stuff. Is that how it actually looked like here? Yeah, reset. And then save changes. Save changes. Nice. Oh, they shouldn't be like that tight together, should they? They should have some spacing. ML or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can call it cancel instead. I like that. Because if you scroll down there and you can, fuck this. I'm not sure if this actually sticks, this back thing. But the problem with buttons at the top is like, you have to, like, your thumb can't reach the top left corner, which is shitty. Yeah, we're going to do cancel. Yeah, let's remove the dividers. It's like dividers are like candy. let's keep the last one at least. Like I just like them, but you can have too many of them. Yeah, and then we say cancel. And that will be an on click of navigate -1. Oh, do we actually have navigate? Nice. Oh, we also have an is saving and on submit. So this will be on click, on submit, and then why are you complaining? Oh, we have to actually pass in on submit. I think we pass in the state. Yeah. And then these should be disabled. Is saving. Disabled if is saving. Or yeah, or not is valid. And then we have this other thing. Let's make this one disabled as well, if we are saving. And this one is saving. Nice. Cool. Look at this. Beautiful. I think it's been said. Nice. Okay. So we're happy about this. I got a message from my partner. I think I have to stop the stream. Yeah. Cool, but this is nice. We've kind of gotten into the groove. it really does look a lot better than what it used to. So I'm pumped about this. Also, just having this this thing, and then it will be super fun to kind of get this out. And maybe we could like, yeah, like make it open source, or at least make the service available to anyone. So you can like sign in and hook up with your family or your partner and then try it out. Actually, I built another version of this app, Family Scrum version 3, which was completely AI driven. So you would just have text where you could just add whatever, and it would kind of build lists for you. But it would also generate, what was that? I think it was whenever you completed a list, it would generate like just this sentiment of like parenting and stuff. It was really, really nice. I'm so like, that's the most useful thing outside of coding that these LLMs has been to me, is like just parenting stuff. I ask it so much about like the kids' behavior and my own behavior related to the kids, and it's so comforting and acknowledging, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I would love to do something like that here, where I'm not sure where, but at least use, I want to figure in this app, I want to use AI in a good way. Like, just like we talked about how it used to be this button where you could add to-dos and groceries, but it doesn't make sense. Like, it's so much faster just going to groceries and adding them, right? And you also want to know what groceries do I already have there. So it doesn't really make sense to use AI for that. But what it makes sense to use AI for is like what I just talked about, like just making the experience warmer, not in terms of functionality, but just like, yeah, I don't know. Just some comforting like encouragement or whatever. And also the dinner concept. Like if the functionality is so complex, like adding a dinner here, it's like there's so much information that needs to go into that. But even deciding on like, okay, the next 7 days, this is what we're gonna have for dinner. And then like what's healthy, how much do I need to buy, how do I actually make the thing. Like there's so much stuff. I think dinners are insanely complex, and that's also something to be smart about here, I think. Yeah, I would love to kind of just play around with this app. You know what, I think they've fine-tuned the hell out of it, especially GPT, on just being kind. Just defaulting to like being super positive and encouraging, and I'm a sucker for it. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay, but that's it for now, I guess. Next time we're just gonna continue like refactoring the UIs for this. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do first, but I'm going to prioritize Sampack anyways next week. So I'm not sure about the progress here. I might be playing around with this in like the evening and stuff. So yeah, thanks, Adam. I can't take credit for for all of it, but it kind of, yeah, it kind of feels nice. There's like, you know, you have this moment when you see something and it's like, it's kind of having a vision of this could actually be a thing. It looks like a product, right? You get to this point and it kind of just looks like a product. And I definitely think this looks like a product. It would be super fun to spend more time with it because I have a lot of ideas on this. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, anyways, have a nice, I guess it's evening for you, Adam, and everyone else. Have a nice day, and then we'll do some Sampack stuff tomorrow. And yeah, bye for now.